my lovers, and welcome to an impromptu festive edition of Weird Westcountry. Today I'm going to make a Cullinan Nadelic Conowick, which I googled and I hope means Cornish Christmas holly bush. And if you do speak Cornish, I can only apologise for what I've just done to your beautiful language in terms of pronunciation and sentence structure. But you know, I tried. So the traditional Cornish Christmas bush predates Christmas trees by quite a long way. I actually did some research and I found that there are several sources that reference this evergreen bush that is made of all the nice greenery that you can find alive at this time of year. So holly, ivy, mistletoe, even some gorse. And you put it all together with apples and oranges and a red candle, and you light it today, which is the 20th of December, solstice eve. And you hang it up in your house, and it represents the god of light and ushers spring in a few months' time. So the first component of your Cornish bush are 2 hoops of willow. So I did have a go and do this yesterday with help of my husband, but today I'm going to do it all by myself. Best thing that we did yesterday was start off with a kind of medium-sized piece. Ooh. Maybe eye protection is a good idea. We'll see. I hope this doesn't go viral for the wrong reasons. It's too small now. Oh god. So we started off with one, and he did say to pre-trim it and have it all ready, but you know, who does that? Fast-paced world of the internet, we don't have time for prep. We need doers. This is going so well. I'm just going to cut all of this out. What is that? Chaos. So we made a rough circle, and then we worked the second piece through so it kind of overlapped. Please, for the love of God, go on YouTube, find proper instructions from proper willow artists who know what it is they're doing. Don't use this as a basis. This is clearly the worst thing that's ever happened to willow. But if anything, it goes to show that even the rankest amateur can eventually make a hoop of sorts. And as amateurs go, pretty rank. I just feel like it's going to spring at me any moment, like it's really unhappy. This was never meant to be its destiny. Twiggy, twiggy, woody, twiggy. Yeah! Aha! Doubters. So that's like... It's more egg-shaped, but you get the gist. Willow hoop times 2. So I skipped ahead because that was taking ages and we've all got better things to do with our time. This is the basic structure that we're looking for. So we made 2 willow loops, put one inside the other, and we've sealed it at the top and the bottom with wire. Now, one of the instructions I found said to use 2 nails, but I just had images of A, it not really holding the structure that well, and B, it dropping out and me standing on it. Also, now we have a little funky hanging loop. So my general idea was, because I could hardly find any green, I think I meant to have a lot more than this from the one image that I've seen. It was quite a bushy looking bush. This is all I could find, so we'll start with that. Then we'll add in some ivy, and I managed to find lovely ivy that's got these big bunches of, I'm going to say berries. which are really actually quite sweet and decorative. So we'll go purest green, then ivy, and then holly. And also I managed to find a woodland that was about 60% holly bushes, and all the berries have been eaten except literally this tiny cluster. So I do kind of want to save those to last. So the berries go on the outside and look nice and festive. There's something I've noticed while I've been doing this, something I've realised too late, is it would actually be really beneficial to be able to hang it while you're working on it. Because it does tend to it doesn't hold its own weight, it rolls all over the place, causes localised destruction. So, ivy done, stage 3, holly. Stage 4. This is not an essential stage. It's mentioned in Jenkin, A.K.H. Jenkin, Cornish Homes and Customs. And this is a really lovely book from 1934. The Christmas bush, when properly constructed, consists of 2 little wooden hoops, fastened one into the other at right angles. The framework thus formed being decorated with evergreens, furze blossom, apples and oranges. I'm blubbing up. I'm not going to go crazy with this because it is green. It's technically alive in winter, and so does deserve a space on the bush. I can just see me shedding more blood than I would like to shed for a project of this size. Fun fact, gorse blossom smells like coconut, if you want to risk getting close enough to sniff it. It breached the glove. You know what? It's got some gorse in it. I'm going to call it a day. Now that your bush is suitably bedecked with greenery, we're going to go for all the nice little added extras that make it extra potent and festive. There's a mention in Cornish Feasts and Folklore 1890. Decorated with evergreens, apples and oranges. At night a lighted candle is put in it, stuck on the bottom nail. Cool, cool, cool. There's a mention in the Western Antiquary 1882, and that mentions only mistletoe, but that calls it a Christmas bunch, so I might just ignore that. What do they know? On solstice eve, the 20th of December, secure the bush to the ceiling and, taking great care, fasten a red candle inside the bush and light just before midnight, then form a ring and dance under the bush, welcoming the rebirth of the god of light. Make sure you extinguish your candle before leaving the room. Safety first. An apple. It did mention oranges, but I'm worrying that it's getting too heavy. And I also just didn't buy oranges because I'm so Christmassy. I have some dried orange slices. It's very Pinterest, but I think they'll do, and they smell nice. The supermarkets didn't have any red candles, but I did find this one in a bin bag in the loft. I think this Might literally be its time to shine. Mistletoe. Although Jenkin says to hang it underneath, but I think this is quite a lot. So I'll probably trim that down a bit. And then we're gonna have the bush to end all bushes. I couldn't find any nice looking twine or any more wire, but I did find a skanky old ball of black wool, which will do. So I'm going to string up some orange pieces and make a kind of apple cradle, and then we'll put the whole thing together. Apple's going to make it really top heavy, so I think I'll do the oranges first. The apple is to be hung in the centre. So I assume you meant to hang it quite high, so you kiss underneath the mistletoe. Who knows? And there you have it, my very own version of the traditional Christmas Cornish bush, or bunch, or however you want to say it. It would be great to see if you have a go at your own version and what they look like, and whether they were less drawn out and painful than mine. Do take care and have a lovely Christmas, and I will see you next year for more slightly rubbish videos. Bye! Oh, the precious berries are all popping off. No! No, there's another one. Oh! Why do you not cooperate? Should I use string or something? It's a bush of pain. Ouch. 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 Ah. Ow. You know, it doesn't actually matter how many holly berries you have, because your blood will make it red enough. Alrighty. That's for my American viewers. Who keep mistaking Westcountry for the American West and then being massively disappointed. No, don't put it down. You have to stand like that.